You might
both wearing 22 right now. Sick.
You might not know this, Jack. Neither Manning are very popular around these parts. Both for various different reasons, all surrounding football. But yeah, we are wearing number 22 right now. Very different 22s. Yours a white cornerback, mine a slow running back. It's plunge football season. Let's get into it.
I took the plunge and had the time of my life.
Fucking anomalies, dude. That's what we are. Number 22 anomalies.
That's great. Yeah, mine's a Hall of Famer.
Mine is too.
Yeah.
I've gotten sheet music for the plunge song. My goal for week 3 is to have a marching band ensemble intro of the plunge song for football season. Think that would go crazy. The only issue is there's one version of that song on the internet. I was hoping maybe some marching band somewhere in the past, when did it come out? 03? Sometime in the last 20 years, some marching band, any marching band, high school, middle school, college, fun guys hanging out in the other post-college and stuff, would have made a marching band version of the whole song. They didn't. They did not. So I'm going to have to make it, but I want it because I think that would go way crazier for our Plunge Picks Football episode 2. I'm here with Jack. Hi, Jack.
Hey, everybody. Episode 2.
We're a bunch of losers, dude.
We are. I guess because you're a Bears fan.
I'm a Bears fan. I think
wearing a Najee Harris jersey.
I got
your double loss.
Dude, Najee Harris, I had him his rookie year. He took me far in fantasy, and I was like, this guy, he's next up. Bought his jersey. He's not next up.
I still think
he's
think
bad. He's bad at football.
I think he has a great career ahead of him. I think the Steelers' offensive line took a huge step back with the loss of Pouncey in retirement, and they just really haven't drafted offensive line well. They had to get a quarterback. They had to get a receiver. Najee, I mean, they needed the skill guys first. So, but they'll go offensive line like they did with Big Ben, and they'll be back. They'll be back at it.
It happens. And you have Harrison Smith.
I do. My favorite player on the Vikings. I was thinking about getting a TJ Hawkinson jersey, and then I was like, maybe I shouldn't because that's both white guys. So
yeah, you pick all the. I mean, what you want Kirk next? Like you're just gonna have all the white guys? You have the 3 white guys on your team.
I was like, maybe I'll get an Adam Thielen.
that would go crazy.
Real sneaky athletic guy.
So
heads up player.
I said going into this football podcast that I was gonna give a weekly update on the Justin Fields MVP journey. Mm-hmm. We're 1 week in. It's not going great.
Okay.
I'm a little Jack, I'm a little nervous. My bet's not going to hit.
Well, based on them being 0-1 and 0-1 in the division, you're not looking great right now.
Jack, I'm a little bit nervous. Do you know who the leading odds are now for MVP right now based on week 1?
Gosh.
Overall, this is like including Mahomes, and
it's got to be either Tua or Tyreek Hill.
It is Tua, plus 700 for MVP.
Well, he's on pace to throw for like 7,500 yards.
Jack, just an update. If you guys were like me and you got in a little late to the Justin Fields party at plus 2,000, don't worry. Don't worry. You can now get in at a bargain at plus 2,500. I'm updating the name, and yeah.
For the audio listeners, his name is currently Justin Fields MVP plus 2,000.
Hashtag. Happy week 1. It's the best time of the year. We've had a day of football already. Hunt
Absolutely. Great time of year.
Hunt had to work in he just accepts when they're like, can you work like 2 hours away? He just no questions asked, like, yeah, I can do that. He's doing that right now. Good news for the Hunt. He got his certification today. He passed his big test. He's a certified pharmacist in the state of New Hampshire, and
Hell yeah,
that means he gets to start his real job. And yeah, it's great. The Bills just went 3-0. This is a Week 1 Monday Night Football watch along. We'll be here every Monday night. And
Man, those helmets look sick on the Jets. That candy green.
Aaron Rodgers looks so good on a Jets uniform.
Dude, he looks good.
That
jersey, that white and green looks solid.
He looks so good as a Jet.
I like it.
The Bills did just go 3-0, which is good because I have DraftKings is running.
Hall opens up with 40 yards.
DraftKings had a promo where any bet you made, they would just boost it 50%. I took Garrett Wilson first touchdown score. Holy shit, Breece Hall.
Yeah, he just took off.
They had a promo for Garrett Wilson first touchdown. I boosted it to plus 1,300. So that's
a bad bet.
That's what we're rooting for. Some other bets I have going. I have the Bills money line and then Diggs and Lazard anytime touchdown score. I also have just Allen Lazard anytime touchdown score. I also have just Bills money line.
Oh my gosh. Wow.
I think you're slightly ahead of me, Jack. I'm going to need you to hit pause for like 4 seconds and then.
Okay. I do have it completely the sound off, even though it's the Manning cast.
Also got the sound off. How did he pull some wizardry and escape the pocket? Is that your? Oh, got it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I just saw that.
Yeah. Okay. I just pushed play. So. Yeah, I was amazed that he stayed up and did not get sacked. Was amazing. So here we are in 2023, new quarterback for the Jets, and yet same old Jets offensive line on the right side. The quarterback is literally running for his life. Although left side of the line, Elijah Vera Tucker at the left guard, Mekhi Becton, Highway 77. Left side will be strong, so his blind side looks good. The right side, though, real shitty.
Is Mekhi Becton good, though?
Yeah, no, I mean, I would take Mekhi Becton over probably, I don't know.
Are the Bills good?
I think he's a top 5 left tackle.
Jack, are the Bills good?
Yeah, Bills are good. They're playing a tough division. This will really set the tone for the whole division going forward because it's going to be these guys and the Dolphins at the end. Pats are going to take 4th in division. So
Obviously. Jack, we didn't have the Thursday episode this week because life. We're going to try to come to you every Thursday for Thursday football and have our regular scheduled plunge. But in that episode, we normally make our picks. We're going to track our picks throughout the season. Me and Hunt had a good week. So here are our picks for the weekend. We did have, oh God, he is getting eaten alive. I had Jaguars minus 4.5. Bears Packers over 41.5. Bijan anytime touchdown and a bonus bet of Eagles minus 4. Parlayed all of them together and took each of them individually. Wonderful weekend. Absolutely awesome. Wonderful weekend for me. Hunter had the Cowboys minus 3.5. I rode that with him. That was effective immediately. Why is Aaron Rodgers on the ground?
That is because the offensive line for the Jets is awful.
Okay. He seems to be injured on the ground. Wouldn't that be a thing is on 9/11?
God, could you imagine? And then Zach Wilson comes in as the hero.
Aaron Rodgers, I've already seen him like sassily throw a football at someone from the ground twice today. I don't think I like that move. He's kind of being a little.
Oh, he is getting shoulder to shoulder walked off to the sideline.
Oh, yes, he is. But I don't like that he keeps doing the sassy ball throw from the ground. Did you see that ref yesterday do the Undertaker sit-up and then throw the flag from the ground? Holy shit, dude. That was incredible. Zach
Look like a
Wilson is
cowboy.
in to save the day on 9/11. Oh boy.
Well, actually, I think in true 9/11 fashion, the Bills should win as they are the only team that plays in New York.
Yeah, Garrett Wilson. Hunter also had Cowboys Giants under 46.5. That hit. He also had
Which is hilarious.
Yeah, because the Cowboys did score 40 points.
Yep.
And Hunter, hilariously, for his prop bet, we're doing a spread, a total, and a prop. Hunter took T. Higgins anytime touchdown score. T.
Brutal.
Higgins had 8 targets, 0 catches.
That's so sad.
Yeah. They were all in the end zone, too. Like 4 of them were in the end zone. It was quite
Who's
unfortunate.
32 for the Jets? That's not Dalvin Cook, is it?
Is it Bam Knight? No, Bam Knight got cut. Is it Michael Carter? It has to be Michael Carter because Bam Knight got cut.
So, I ran a poll in my friend group
Okay.
For who's going to win tonight, and it was Buffalo Bills, parentheses, the only team that plays in New York,
Yep.
and the New York Jets, parentheses, the NFC North rejects.
Is that true?
Well, it's Aaron Rodgers
Okay.
and Dalvin Cook and Alan Lazard and Randall Cobb who play for the Jets. So
Yeah.
I would say NFC North rejects, and the Bills are the only team that play in New York. So
Before we get too deep into our review of the recap of the week, I need Tyler Bass in fantasy to score me 12.8 points. ESPN predicts it as a 1% chance of happening. I don't think that's true. But I looked, I was like, it can't be 1%. 13 points for a kicker is not that uncommon. 1%, like
yeah, that's it feels like the Bills go for it though, right? They're kind of a fourth down and go for it team.
Yeah, it depends. I think it's going to depend. I think they might take the points this game though. I don't know. Is it a monsoon? It's been a monsoon up here all day, so who knows?
I don't know. It feels like it's been raining all over the East Coast, but I'm not sure. How do you feel about the Lions, though? You like the Lions?
Yeah, let's talk. First game, Thursday night, we had Lions defeating the Chiefs 21-20. I enjoyed it. I heard a lot of people bitching about Jahmyr Gibbs. I was fine with David Montgomery. He wasn't the most efficient back ever, but like they clearly want to do a Alvin Kamara, Mark Ingram kind of thing.
Yep.
Your main rushes are coming from Mark Ingram in that situation. Jahmyr Gibbs will get more involved. How many catches did he have? Like 4?
I agree.
He had 2 for 18. Okay, maybe not as many as I thought, but
7 carries, 42 yards, averaging 6 a carry. I mean, that's pretty awesome.
The Kansas City receiving thing is very funny. Sky Moore with a nice 0-0-3 targets.
They really need to get someone as a number 1 receiver since Tyreek Hill left. I mean, okay, sorry. Aside from tight end Travis Kelce, obviously, but they really need a number 1 for Mr. Mahomes.
Not shown here is Kadarius Toney's 3 drops.
God,
That was bad, dude.
What an embarrassing game for any Kadarius Toney.
Did you see last night? You see last night he posted the Giants thing and it was like, "What were y'all saying?" It was like, "Dude, people forgot that you existed. You just brought it back up. You reminded them how bad you are at football."
Yeah, we were on Sunday. We were on Giants getting demolished, and you were forgotten about. And you just really brought this thing back to you on Thursday night. So but that's typical dramatic receiver nonsense that they tweet about. You see that tweet where it's like, quarterbacks like, love my team, love God. And then the offensive lineman's like, yeah, I don't care. Running back's like, yeah, we're in it, grinding, sharing the love. And then receiver's like, I will get my revenge. So
yeah. It's like you still lost, Tony. Like
yeah. But as a division rival, I and last year.
Yeah, like do you
really
hate the Lions? Like
no, I really hated the Jay Cutler Bears and the Mitch Trubisky Bears.
Okay. Oh, so you
I
don't
have no problem with the Justin Fields Bears, mainly because they haven't done anything.
Hey, listen.
Um,
They've had a running back play quarterback in look cool for a year, okay? So that's something.
but yeah, really have no problem with the Bears. Also, Bears fans generally
So-
are pretty solid people.
And then so
Midwest
no
nice.
qualms with Lions either?
Haven't really met any Lions fans that I dislike. Also, how could you not like MCDC, Motor City Dan Campbell? So
The PC principal goes crazy.
I would run through a wall for that man as an opposing team's fan in division.
I mean, like,
so
Hard Knocks nailed
really
it.
like him.
Like, the Lions were the perfect Hard Knocks team.
Much DC content as you could get.
You know why
in
Hard
my
Knocks
vein.
sucks now? Do you know how you can tell? My dad came up to me. He's like, that Hard Knocks season with the Jets, I really like the Jets. I was like, listen, if Hard Knocks is making my dad like Aaron Rodgers, Hard Knocks is not doing it correctly. I was like,
Right.
Yeah. So, no, Dan Campbell's the best. Amon-Ra's the best. He's so cool.
Yeah.
The Sun
And
God. Dude, Sam Laporta looks really good too.
The interaction with his dad and his brother. Oh no. Aaron Rodgers is getting on the cart.
Oh no.
He is getting carted off the field. and
Holy
he's
shit.
holding his leg. So in typical Jets fashion, they have lost their quarterback in the very first quarter of the first game of the season.
What on earth?
Josh Allen is running up the field, middle of the field. Waved his hand to CJ Mosley, said, "See ya." Aaron Rodgers doesn't even have his helmet on.
Oh man,
I think he's done.
I miss Josh Allen. I had him in fantasy last year. What a joy that was. I'm sad now. Who do you like the most on these? What do you think about this Kansas City situation with receiving?
I mean, they're going to be fine. I think they're going to spread the ball like they usually do.
No, Jack, overreact. Is Patrick Mahomes done? Is he washed?
Oh, sorry. Yeah, they should cut him. They should make a trade for Kirk Cousins and then they should just do a player-to-player swap.
You're right. Imagine
I think if you gave Justin Jefferson to Patrick Mahomes, I think Josh Jefferson would break the record by 1,000 yards.
I think Justin Jefferson and Tyreek are going to break the 2,000 yards this season comfortably. I think they were both comfortably break it.
I forever always said that Drew Brees would never have his record touched of like yards thrown.
Was it like
But then
5,500 in the
Brady broke
season?
it. Yeah. Well, I mean, just overall, like,
Oh, yeah.
having what he had 5,000 yard seasons.
Yeah.
And then his overall career, and then Tom Brady just of longevity broke it. But now watching Tua Tagovailoa as a left-handed quarterback throw for 465 yards, and by that I mean he threw for 245 yards, and then Tyreek Hill ran for like 200 yards after the catch. I think there's going to be multiple players that are going to break that record pretty easily and hit 100,000 yards in their career at some point.
What's the current? Is it 8,400?
81,000, I think, from Tom Brady.
Yeah. Okay. It's silly.
And if we're going to 18 games, Aaron Rodgers is limping back to the locker room.
Limping back to the. Oh yeah, no, that's bad.
Off the cart.
I'm watching. All the people are like, Aaron, hey, feel better, man.
Ooh. Diggsy with a solid move across the middle. So I guess his whole thing, he was upset early on, and now I guess he's happy with the team.
Yeah, he has Josh Allen. Like, you're not going to get into a much better situation. There aren't very many better situations.
I guess he could go to Kansas City.
Yeah. Tua, this Miami team is fun. Undeniably hilarious and fun.
Fun game, too. That Chargers-Dolphins game.
You knew this game would be fun.
Ooh. Big sack.
We're in a nice field goal range here, Jack. Let's root for success. All right. Okay. Maybe they need to get a few more yards forward now. But yeah, the Jets' defensive line's crazy.
I love Quentin Williams.
I love him.
Yeah.
He's got
I'm
he had
thinking about getting
braces.
my mom a Quentin Williams jersey for her birthday.
Is she a Jets fan?
She's a Jets fan.
Wow. Crazy fandoms going on in your house.
Yeah.
What's your dad?
Yeah, my dad's a Saints fan.
Nice.
My mom's a Jets fan. I'm a Vikings fan. So we all just really hate ourselves.
I didn't know Eckler.
Which is classic Agler move.
Hating yourself?
Hating yourself, yeah.
Dawson Knox getting involved. I'm very nervous about the hopeful impending field goal opportunity.
Well, 3rd and 15 feels like they're gonna have to kick a field goal here.
Tyreek 11 for 215 and 2 touchdowns on 15 targets.
Yeah, they're on the 35. I feel like
I would like that.
They'll
kick it. They'll kick it with for a 52-yarder. I kind of need that. We did change in my.
Nice. That'll keep you in field goal range, baby. There you go.
All right, Jack. I need you to keep quiet on this one, though. Oh no, but that they might go for it on 4th and 2. They don't need to go for it. Aaron Rodgers isn't playing. They don't need to pause it. They do not.
All
right, Aaron.
Am I still ahead of you?
Yeah, but don't. If you see a kick, here, just let me react to any kick. Oh boy,
right,
I'm nervous.
I'll let you react to any kick.
Oh boy, I'm nervous. What is this? Like a 41-yarder? 42?
Okay, he's 88% from this range.
All right, you're still a little bit ahead of me. I just got the 88%. It's straight up just 40. Okay. I am nervous. If he misses, it's done for. All right. 4 out of 12 done. 4 out of 12 down. Let's see what the what do you think the ESPN projections percentages are now with 4 points closer?
3%.
3, you think it's up to 3? I think it's going to be up to 14.
No.
Are we ready?
No shot. 3%.
Matchup. Did not even move. 1%.
Yep. That's tough.
Why does ESPN hate me?
Oh my. Okay, so my mom just texted me because I texted her, "Oh no," and she's a Jets fan, as I just said.
Yeah.
Her exact text was, "I fucking hate everybody. Stop texting me."
That just tells you you've been. That just tells you you've been the 7th person to be like, "What?
Yeah.
What? Oh no."
Yeah.
You have to respect that she's that level of fan that like. It's like when anytime I see anything Vikings related or anything Vikings, but yesterday I texted you just like Baker with eyes emojis. When I see Vikings, I go skull, and then I go, what would Jack Hagler think about this?
Yeah, it's usually misery. I'm usually just in pain.
All right, so this Dolphins-Chargers game, it was fun. It was just a fun game. Fight of the Powder Blues. The Dolphins. Yeah, I feel like we have
love the uniforms.
On the plunge, I feel like we have to ride with the Dolphins for the pure reason of they have the same color scheme as us.
I guess so.
Yeah,
and they are a penguin, so
they're kind of a penguin. Yeah, I mean, if you think about it. How many games is Tua going to play this season?
I hope he plays all of them. I really like him.
Me too. And he's hot. He's really hot.
Dude, he put on like 10 pounds of muscle, and he looks great.
He's so hot, dude. I want them to figure out their running back situation. I love Devon Achane just because he's really fast, and that's just so funny that they're like, we don't need a good running back to go with this team. We just want the fastest guy there is. Reports out of camp are like he makes Tyreek look slow, which I need to see more of that. I need to see that in action. That's my only takeaway.
I have Mostert on my best ball team.
Yeah.
So I'm not upset about it if he gets the ball. But I also have Tyreek Hill on another team in the Plunge Dynasty. So feed Tyreek Hill.
Feed him. Rams, Seahawks.
I got to say, I was pretty shocked.
The Puka Nacua show is arrived. I'm mad at myself. My friend Poit, shout out Poity. I kept telling him all month, I was like, it's Van Jefferson season. And he's like, no, dude, Puka Nacua. And I went, dude, Puka Nacua stinks. Van Jefferson's going to get his shine. Finally, it's time for Van Jefferson. And he was at him. He's like, dude, it's been Puka Nacua. And Poity came over and watched the games we have a fucking cave up at Trudy headquarters, all right? Do you see the cave, the new cave, Jack? Are you excited to watch football in that cave?
Oh, I'm so ready.
We have a full cave. I got the 84-inch TV. I mounted 2 more TVs. We got Sunday Ticket. We got Red Zone. We got the cable matchups. The
You have an 84-inch TV?
Yeah, and that's the big one. And then there's 2 32 inches next to it.
What?
Yeah. Listen.
That's a lot of TV.
Dude, when it goes into Octobox, it just looks like 10 32-inch TVs.
Okay, I have to say,
Zach Wilson looked good? Nope.
No.
No.
What I was going to say was I immediately do not want to watch the Jets now.
Yeah, no, I was really excited, and now I'm really not excited. I will say I'm pretty pumped.
Brutal.
Pretty pumped on all my Bills money line and minus 2.5 bets. Pretty pumped I didn't. You know what I'm not pumped on is I put a decent amount of money on Allen Lazard anytime touchdown scorer because I figured that would be a lock with Aaron Rodgers. And it is no longer a lock. I'm going to see if I can cash out of that one.
Yeah. Man, that
what a bummer.
I really just hate it for the sake of like football. I mean, just you're losing a better product.
Yeah. Update, I cannot cash out of Allen Lazard anytime touchdown. They have taken my money, secured it off in a vault somewhere. Garrett Wilson
my
first.
friend John, who's getting married at the end of the month.
Yeah.
He said, "My excitement has never evaporated so fast in my life.
He's a
I
Jets
don't want
fan.
to talk about it." He's a big Jets fan. Yeah. His dad was from Queens, and his dad was a big Jets fan, so he inherited
Jets
that.
fandom.
I
Yeah.
chose not to be a
Depression.
Saints
Yeah.
fan. I chose to cheer for a team that's even more painful.
So
the
I'm
Vikings.
really enjoying my stay on the Bears. I'm trying. I've gotten more invested in it than last. I'm going to be honest with you. I didn't make a real true effort into the Vikings kingdom last year. For that, I do apologize. But it just wasn't clicking with me, you know? I'm making a valiant effort to join Dub Bears, and I'm trying hard. I want to feel the pain they feel, and I'm not feeling it on the level they're feeling yesterday's heartbreak. They are if you have a Bears friend, reach out to them. They're not doing okay.
One of my best friends is a Bears fan. I was texting him, and I was like,
They're not doing okay.
I was like, well, I mean, it's typical Packers bullshit with like the refs. Like there were so many bad calls. Not that that would have changed the game at all, but
Let's
a lot of bad calls that did not get.
Let's go to that game. Real quick recap on the Rams defeating the Seahawks 30-13. Matt Stafford looked really good. Geno Smith might just be exactly what we thought he was. Kyron Williams shockingly kind of stole the backfield. That'll be fun.
I'm pretty high on Cam Akers. I think he's going to have a great year.
I was coming into the game, but Kyron Williams had a way bigger role than I ever anticipated he might.
Yeah, but I think that'll shift. I think it'll kind of the scale will tip. So,
and Puka Nacua, it's always been Puka Nacua. It's always gonna be Puka
how about
Nacua.
Tutu Atwell and Puka Nacua both having 119 yards exactly?
Puka Nacua, 15 targets is so funny.
That's nuts, dude.
Unbelievably funny. And then hopefully Seattle's better because they have 3 like very, 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 very good receivers, and that would be a real shame.
Also, how about Aaron Donald dressing for the tunnel and then not playing in the game?
Aaron Donald?
He dressed
No,
and he walked out with the team.
Brother, he played.
I thought he did.
Jack, he played. Do you want to know why? Because the funniest clip to ever come out of football happened yesterday. In the second half, the pocket collapsed, and Aaron Donald had a free sprint at Geno Smith, and there's in the clip, it's just Geno Smith going, "Oh my God!" and then threw it into the ground before getting hit by a freight train Aaron Donald.
God.
Look it up. Look up Geno Smith. Oh my God.
Okay.
It's so
looks
good.
Like Dalvin Cook is having a tough time in the backfield.
It sure does. I will say he looks a lot better back at number 33, though.
He looks great at 33.
Visually.
I didn't love him in the number 4.
Number 4 looked bad. And then Madison was 2. That was doo-doo.
I thought Madison looked good when he was in there yesterday.
I think Alex Madison's not good at running back, and that'll be evident.
Bad take.
It's not a bad take. He's not good.
I think Kene Inangwu, he's kind of a punt returner and kind of a second string for the Vikings. He's so fast.
Yeah, and I like a good fast running back. Tariq Cohen, still waiting on him to be an All-Pro.
Wow, you're really going in deep on this Bears thing, huh?
I've always been a fan of the human joystick. That one, don't get it twisted, okay?
Okay.
All right, so we're here on the Bears. Let me read you a message.
This score is like not even reflective of how bad it actually was.
There was one moment, it was right after that Mooney touchdown, where they brought it to 10 points. So 10, yeah, I think it was 10. And for a second, you went, because it felt out of reach, and then you looked at the scoreboard, and you're like, this is, okay, they can get back into this. And then, like, this second play, Aaron Jones went, like, 80 yards for a touchdown. You're like, yeah, this is over. Chris Wutzke, noted he's kind of my mentor in hating life and the Bears. Where's my text from him? Here, I actually haven't really.
So he's throwing the season for the Jets, I guess, and in Dynasty Football League.
That's Adam Simmons.
Oh, yeah.
This
but
is
he's just a Jets fan, right? Too, right?
Adam's a Jets fan. He's just building the Jets.
I've noticed that.
So I asked him if he wanted to podcast tonight. And he's like, I have some plans. And I was like, that's fair. And then he goes, plus, to be honest, I really don't want to talk about football right now. He goes, the Bears pissed me off more than normal because I felt duped into buying their bullshit again. But at least I was winning all my fantasy matchups. I passed out drunk on the couch before Sunday night even started. And I woke up around 1 to take a piss and looked at my phone to see I was now losing in my matchups because I played against the fucking Cowboys D that put up 40 in the other league. And in the other league, I traded Tony fucking Pollard because I'm a homer and DJ Moore got me 4, while Pollard got 20. I'm waited all summer for this bullshit, and I'm already over it.
Yeah, I think we as a collective fan group have forgotten that the Bears did trade out of the number 1 spot.
Yeah.
So I think because they picked it 10th, or maybe that not even.
No, they just have 2 earlies next. They have Houston's first next year. Or this year, this upcoming draft.
Oh, Aaron's wearing a boot. Oh no!
Is he back out there?
Not good.
Is he back in? Is he back into clipboard and headset mode? He's going to be Coach Aaron like he was on Hard Knocks.
No, he is getting evaluated in the medical facility.
Nice.
With a boot on.
All right, let's get some more field goals. We don't need touchdowns. We just need field goals.
I will say this is already a better game than the Dallas Giants game.
That's true. What was that, 26-0 at this point? They're talking to Robert Saleh. I don't know what they're talking.
I believe it was 16-0 at the end of the first. The Cowboys had pulled Micah Parsons, DeMarcus Lawrence. They pulled like half their starters off defense by the 5-minute mark in the second quarter.
Yeah, someone who had Darren Waller and really needed. I was down 18 in fantasy, and I really needed some points. He was essentially pulled by like the second quarter. Wasn't great. But yeah, let's get some field goals.
Oh,
no need to push it for the Bills. Let's just get some field goals. Oh, what is happening?
I don't know if they're giving him that fumble.
Dalton Kincaid somehow got there, and then
yeah, and then he gave up on it.
Yeah. You see Tank Bigsby do that yesterday?
Yes.
That was very funny.
God, I just want to say, even though my Vikings lost, I still feel good about it. What a great day. Just such a great the first day of NFL football, Sunday. Such a great day.
I was cutting it really close. I was playing a disc golf tournament, and I had a round at 9:20. And I was like, that'll give me plenty of time. It did not. I got home at like 12:30. Had to figure out. I had no idea what email I purchased Sunday Ticket under. So I'm sitting there scrambling, logging in and out of every YouTube and email I possibly could have to try to find where Sunday Ticket is. Finally found it with like 2 minutes to spare. But that was a struggle.
I bought Sunday Ticket as well.
Which version?
The $3.99 one.
Oh, I have the student deal.
Oh, I'm not a student.
I'm not either.
I get Apple Music as a student. I don't know how.
I think I still have Spotify on their student deal. They just don't update their plans.
They kicked me off as soon as I graduated.
Were you on the Hulu Spotify double trouble meal plan?
It was like $9. Yeah, I was on.
Yeah,
that.
for Hulu Spotify, it was nice.
It was a great deal.
It was.
Yeah, 2020 hit, and I graduated, and they were like, "Yeah, we know.
The Packers did unfortunately look good. Let me take that back. Aaron Jones looked really good.
Yeah, they looked. I honestly, everyone's talking about Jordan Love. I thought he looked okay. I think as a Vikings fan, what I'm hoping for is he plays well enough to earn a contract extension, as he's coming up on one already, and he's bad enough later on that the Packers are kind of stuck with him and suffer for a couple years. So that's my hope.
I didn't see that Roschon Johnson was just an elite receiving option.
Yeah, 6 receptions for 35 yards on 7 targets, although his long was 8.
He's no James Conner, but
watch this.
This is a long throw. That is not Gabe Davis.
I'm going to pause it for a second. And then
that is not Gabe Davis. Is that
not
Sauce?
Gabe Davis.
I don't think it's Sauce. Who is it?
No, it's number 3.
Whitehead. Classic Josh Allen. Josh Allen is the most Eli Manning quarterback in the league right now.
I mean, although Daniel Jones's facial expressions look just like Eli Manning to me.
Yeah, Josh Allen did casually throw that ball like out 70 yards in the air.
Yep.
I'm now seeing in this replay.
More than Eli can say.
Yes, for sure. He has stupid Eli throws though. He turns into Eli Bonehead like once a game where he just makes an interception where you're like, why did he do that? He's a good quarterback. Why did he do that?
Yep, I'm playing against Dalton Kincaid, Stephon Diggs, and Josh Allen, which is Taylor in our Dynasty League.
Yep.
And right now I'm winning. So if they just stick to field goals, I might pull this out.
You might. Not much to talk about on this game. The Raiders defeated the Broncos 17-16. Russell Wilson looked really good in the first half.
I disagree because Jimmy Garoppolo was their second leading running back behind Josh Jacobs.
Yeah, 9 for 11 on 9/11.
Well, no. What's funny is his long was 8 yards, so he was 9 for 11 with one of them being 8 yards. So
he was
really
1 for 3. He was 8 for 3. That's sick. That's almost as good as James Conner's receiving line. Have you seen James Conner's receiving line?
No.
It's funny. As a fantasy owner of his, I wasn't complaining, but it is funny. Let's head over there.
Okay.
He had a 5 for 8 with his long being 11.
Yeah.
Let me repeat that. He had 5 for 8 with his long being 11.
Yep.
So that means, Jack, based on the Jimmy G math, he had 4 for -3.
Yeah, how about the Cardinals?
These Cardinals
actually looking competitive against the Commanders?
Yeah.
When I say competitive, I mean that very loosely, but they played better than I thought, which was my expectation was extremely low.
Yeah, Josh Dobbs is bad. This team won't win more than like 4 games if he's the quarterback, but like I think they will be scrappy at times. They're a professional football team. That part is undeniable. Oh my, Breece Hall. Go Breece Hall. Go Breece. Oh my God. Holy shit. Get him. Get him. Get him. Garrett Wilson. Garrett Wilson, first touchdown. Still alive. Garrett Wilson, first touchdown. Still alive. Zach
Bill
Wilson.
banking on it.
Zach Wilson can't get him to the
Bill
red zone, but Brees Hall can. All right, that's what we need. Brees Hall's a dog. That's
He needs a D on his chest.
yeah, he does. Or who's the L on this team? Garrett Wilson.
Aaron
No,
Rodgers.
Garrett
Big old
Wilson.
L in the boot.
Garrett Wilson's also a D. Dog.
Yeah, Aaron Rodgers has that big old L on his leg.
For boot. I
The
didn't know
boot is
Zach
the
Pascal
ball.
was a Cardinal. That doesn't fit at all. He's a blue team guy. We went over blue team guys last week. Zach Pascal is a blue team guy.
Wow.
It's Garrett Wilson not on the field.
Wow, I got to say, every time they have taken the ball out of Bryce Hall's hands, bad.
Yeah.
Not good.
Yeah.
They need to stop doing that.
Any other takeaways from this game, Jack? How do you feel about Sam Howell?
I didn't watch much of it.
Yeah,
I put
this
on my
game-
fantasy-
this,
yeah, I didn't watch much of
This game wasn't on Red Zone too much.
it.
Not many appearances on Red Zone.
I have Curtis Samuel on one of my teams. I think best ball. I put specifically in my notes, do not draft anybody on the Washington Commanders.
That's not. It's not a bad idea.
But I do have Zach Ertz, I think, in one league as my backup tight end.
I own James Conner, which is why I know so much about his receiving line. If he can just keep doing 5 for 8 every week with like 60 yards rushing, he'll throw a touch. I'm more than happy with that. Throw a touchdown in like every third week. Let's do it. Let's party.
I think Washington's going to get killed this year. Apparently, Sam Howell looks pretty good from what I've heard on Pat McAfee and First Take today.
Brian Robinson, just RB1. Didn't expect that. All the hype was around Antonio Gibson.
I don't know. I mean, Antonio Gibson, like you said specifically last year, drop Antonio Gibson by week 7 or something.
Oh,
Did
boy.
you just watch Zach Wilson get blown up in the backfield?
Oh, brother, did I. Yes, I did.
Yeah, I think Washington's going to get killed in their own division. I think even the Giants will beat them. Although I would love to see Washington just take one from the Cowboys would be hilarious.
It would be good. Or the Eagles. I'd like either of those.
Yeah, I don't think the Eagles are going to lose to this team, but the Cowboys surely could screw that up.
Let's go to another exhilarating game. The Baltimore Ravens defeated the Texans 25-9, which let me say, the only clips I saw from this game was the Ravens being atrocious at football, but they still just kept scoring points. Like every time I would switch over to this game, it would be someone doing something awful, someone fumbling, terrible plays, bad everything. And then you look down, it's like, yeah, it's 18-3. Like how? What is happening?
I know D'Amico, great defensive mind. I'm hopeful for him as a coach. I
like
really
D'Amico
the
as a
hire.
coach, yeah.
I know, unfortunately, he probably will be out in 2 or 3 years just because that's the way of the league. I think he's a really good coach. I hope they stick with him, just like Dan Campbell. I was glad the Lions didn't.
I think they're gonna.
I know they got a couple good pieces. They have that corner that they took over Sauce Gardner, which is nuts.
Yeah.
And Will Anderson apparently looked like he had a pretty good game.
Monster.
But still, like, I thought the Ravens, I thought they were going to come out and just crush.
Will Anderson did have a sack in his debut, had a tackle for loss. Might be the sack. 4 solo tackles, 6 tackles. Pretty good debut.
So week 1 woes, looks like nobody in the AFC North is very good except, surprisingly,
the Browns.
Which is nuts. Because I thought the AFC North was going to be really.
Now, Jack, it sounds like
good.
you're overreacting on the Bengals. Let's hear it. Overreact on the Bengals, Jack. Tell me how much the Bengals stink.
Yeah,
their Super Bowl window's closed, Jack. Say it.
Here's what I'm saying. Here's what I've said about the Bengals for a long time, and I even went as far as to say, and I said this too because you were like, "You're stupid," and I am stupid for saying this. They really should have gone with offensive line over Jamar Chase.
They did already have T. Higgins.
But their offensive line is so bad. It's so bad.
Joe Burrow's getting blown up. But also, they are a team that doesn't play anyone in the preseason, so they start slow. Let's go with that for now.
Week 1 woes.
There's a woman with a very large nose. The Golden Bachelor. Are you seeing this?
Yeah, I'm pretty excited about it.
The Golden Bachelor is just old dudes, old ladies.
Yeah, it's one old dude and a bunch of old ladies.
That's sick. They know exactly what I want.
It would kind of be a fun plunge, like kind of react thing. I think
They should do that with Love Is Blind. The newest season of Love Is Blind. They're only doing 30-year-old people because they were like, all of these fucking 21-year-olds making these bad decisions. They keep getting divorced and not following through. Let's find people who are actually truly ready to settle down in their lives.
Yeah.
Aaron Rodgers again taken back into some mystery room.
Yeah, with a boot on.
Yeah.
No pads.
Does that say he's ruled out? You might not see this. I have a weather thing taking up 90% of my screen because we're in flood watch right now.
Oh, shit.
So they're like, here's a kickoff. Essentially, how our StreamYard's looking, what we are is football, and then there's some traffic thing where the fucking scores are.
I have the Manningcast on, which currently has John McEnroe as their guest.
Interesting. Jets fans are not happy. I'm looking at a view of the Jets.
Breaking news.
Yeah, they are not thrilled. Hey, you know what we should do? Let's get Adam Simmons on the line.
Dude, yes, please get Adam Simmons on the line.
This will be fun. He's going to be real upset.
Okay, looks like Quentin Williams had a big old tackle just now.
What?
Live thoughts. How you feeling?
I hate myself, but not as much as God hates the New York Jets.
That'll do. Thank you. Goodbye.
Oh, Diggsy getting a big old first down.
Good. Let's get us into field goal range.
2nd and 15, he just stomps all over.
All about field goal range. CJ Stroud throwing 44 attempts in his first start. Very funny.
I think this is going to be the kind of the new normal for them, as the running game is pretty pathetic.
It's pretty bad.
He did get sacked 5 times, which is
for 46 yards. For other reference, Lamar got sacked 4 times for 14, which is the difference between someone stepping up into their sack and someone trying to run out of it.
I think this is Deshaun Watson all over again. A terrible offensive line. You have a pretty talented arm back there.
Oh, my God. CJ Mosley just almost took one to the house. This defense is going to be good. Very good. Now, will that matter because they have Zach Wilson as their starting quarterback?
It won't.
No, it will not.
It won't.
Oh.
It's not going to matter.
I like both of these receiving rooms are hilarious. One of them's wildly figured out. Zay Flowers, wide receiver 1, unquestioned. He looks awesome.
Yeah, good pick by the Ravens.
Yeah, all those rookies.
The receiving class has looked pretty good so far for the rookies.
All of those rookies looked very good. Quentin Johnson might have some room to also grow if any of those guys go out, which is very likely. Jordan Addison looks like a stud. JSN is already kind of a proven stud. I'm not really that worried about him. Zay Flowers.
Crazy that Mike Boone is still playing and he's on the Texans.
These are some names that you'll never see again. Tegan Quitoriano. Xavier Hutchinson.
This is Key and Peele shit right here.
Noah Brown. Cowboy great guy. He's the Alex Madison to CeeDee Lamb. He's the guy you're like, is that CeeDee? CeeDee? You're like, fuck, it's Noah Brown. He's now on the Texans. This wide receiver room has no idea what's going on. Did John Mechie play?
Yep.
Okay, John Mechie, no catches. Robert Woods getting far too many targets. Nico Collins is good. Wasn't worried about him. Tank Dell leading a strong draft class of tanks. But
also, how about CJ Stroud's very first pass
to himself?
Catch to himself.
Yeah, that's going to be the best trivia question ever. It's going to be the best. Who is CJ Stroud's first completion to? Him, CJ Stroud.
Yep. Okay, James Cook.
We're in field goal range, Jack.
Pretty good, looking decent.
We're in approximate field goal range.
Oh, they're gonna go ahead and bring that on back for holding, probably on the fullback.
You can't hold if you're a fullback. Cannot hold.
Maybe the tight end.
Dude, if you're a fullback, you can't be using your hands. You got to be using your body.
Dude, first of all, have you seen this new rule about you cannot block backward at all whatsoever?
So funny you say that. There was I don't even remember who it was, but there was a screen or some sort, and they were running by one of the receivers, and he literally just went. He didn't want to touch anyone.
I mean, that's kind of like the world. This is the world we live in now. So,
let's talk about this for a moment. Cowboys 40, Giants 0.
yeah, I think this probably got talked about the most because recency bias, obviously. Last night, everybody went into this was probably the headline. Obviously, ESPN and everybody else, Fox Sports, wants to talk about the Cowboys every hour, top of the hour. I think the Cowboys are overhyped. Their defense is great, which we knew from last year. Good defense.
And the offensive line.
Ooh,
Get Gabe
no,
Davis
now
down.
they're
Get him down.
Getting out of field goal range.
No. They're in field goal range. It's just not a lot of points in field goal range, especially because our league switched to air yard kicks this year instead of just a base 3 points. So you can get less than 3 points on a field goal now.
That's so dumb.
I like it a lot. It's like a 38-yarder. You get 3.8 instead of 3.
What about an extra point?
You get 1. Still 1.
Even though it's 33 yards away.
That's fair.
That seems like a dumb.
Jack,
seems like you guys are doing a dumb, inconsistent thing there.
No, I'd like a nice holding call here, but we'll probably get a touchdown.
Stuffed.
First
Second
touchdown
down.
still hasn't happened yet. I'm still holding out hope on Garrett Wilson.
Could still happen.
Cowboys good. Giants offensive line not good. Daniel Jones not good under pressure. Made the whole rest of everything not matter.
I mean,
this is just too
sad.
The Giants, I'm not saying are bad yet, but they do not match up well to the Cowboys one bit, and it was a catastrophe.
I'll go ahead and say it. The Giants are bad.
I don't think they're that bad, but they're
bad.
Yeah, they might be bad.
They won't win.
You know who's not bad? Neither of
games.
these teams. Both of these teams are bad. The Falcons beat the Panthers 24-10.
Yep.
Bijan's sick.
Yep.
That's my takeaway.
Dude,
Bijan's
Desmond
awesome.
Ritter, not the guy.
It's not good at foot. It's what was he was 4 for 4 with negative 11 yards at one point, I think. That was funny.
Yeah, I just, getting your quarterback in the third round like that, passing on a couple good dudes, I don't think the Falcons know what's going on.
He also passed it to himself. We had a group high five at our viewing when we had 2 self passes in like a 10-minute span. Big third down here. I'm nervous. Oh no.
No way.
Oh man. I do have Diggs in a parlay.
That was dumb.
I guess I'll take my 1 point, maybe.
There goes your Garrett Wilson first time.
There goes Garrett Wilson first touchdown. But I do have a parlay with Diggs in it, so
Well, that's good.
Hey, big news. Aaron Rodgers has officially been ruled out. So,
surprise.
Carolina's receiving room, fucking awesome. Look at this. These are dudes: Giovanni Ricci, Chuba Hubbard, Laviska Shenault, Jonathan Mingo. Leader in the locker room, Hayden Hurst.
Which is hilarious.
Desmond Ritter had more catches than Drake London did. That was my
Bryce
takeaway.
Young looked a lot better than I thought it was going to. Game 1.
Is he past the line of scrimmage? He is past the line of scrimmage. Back that shit up. He's way past the line of scrimmage. You just need an inch of you behind it, though, right? So if his toe's behind it, he's set. Yeah, they're kicking it.
Oh, well, nope. They're going to give it to him.
They need to just use, like, the soccer technology for offsides. That seems pretty easy to determine.
Yeah, how have we not done this yet?
Okay, I got my point.
Surely we can get a chip in that ball, right? Like
I do have Stephon Diggs in my work league that I am currently losing 106-62 in.
Tough.
Yes. I did have to start
how's Big Mike doing in that league?
Brother, I had no mercy on my own mother, and I felt bad about it. I'm beating her by about 100 points right now. I didn't even pay attention to that league. Oh, she's gaining some ground. She had someone last night, clearly. All right, she had CD and Cooks, and She had a lot of people go. And Barkley go last night, and Dalvin Cook right now. I'm currently only up 80 points on my mom now.
My mom just texted me, speaking of Jets, fellow Jets fan,
Yeah.
to Adam Simmons. Her first text was lots of time, and then her next text was, we're awful.
Yeah. This game was fun. Joe Mixon, maybe not the guy. Maybe
okay, first of all, this was not a fun game.
Listen, not a lot seen on this game. I had this game on because I'm heavily invested in Nick Chubb in fantasy, and
you have the Diddler on your Dynasty League.
I have the Diddler on my Dynasty League. I am the Cleveland Diddlers. Have you seen my photo, my team logo?
Let me go
It's
to
good.
Sleeper. Right.
It makes me laugh, being the Cleveland Diddlers.
Also, I hate Sleeper.
I hate Sleeper too. I think ESPN has the best GUI.
It's not great.
It's not good. It's trying to
if you're really into betting, if your league is into betting,
Yeah.
it's probably the best for you.
But
if you're just doing fantasy, I think it's not great.
I think the only thing it does well is it's trending players tab. That's it. That's the only thing I like about it.
Pretty good.
And the group chat. The chat is fine, but every league has a group chat already. We don't need your app.
True.
Yeah.
True.
So it's live feed probably is the best in the market. And
yeah.
It's a good photo.
Well, I'm trying to get to it, but it keeps sliding back and forth because the UI sucks.
Joe Burrow, bad. 82 yards on 31 attempts. Very funny.
Can I say I vote for best team name as Dave Fucks Psychos?
That's awesome.
Which is Nicky Football's
Nicky Football.
team. Oh, yours is I don't remember his name, but he's the guy from SpongeBob.
It's the Tattletale Strangler.
There we go.
Yeah, with his stinky fingers.
That's a good yeah. Dude, your team is stacked. You got JJ, Travis Etienne, Ramondre Stevenson, Justin Tucker, Eagles defense.
I told you, drafted him in every league last year.
Mike Williams. I mean, you got a solid team, but I still think Corey's going to win the whole thing because Adam literally just gave him.
Oh, I also made a mistake I've never played Dynasty before. Thought first round draft picks mattered more.
No, I traded that shit.
Yeah, they don't. Traded Travis
Your
Kelce.
draft picks almost never matter unless whoever has Caleb Williams pick here coming up, maybe potentially. But but if you need a quarterback that bad,
well, Jack, I also had Travis Kelce last year. Look, my roster plus Travis Kelce that I stupidly traded for Bryce Young, essentially. Not great. It's fine. Zach Wilson. Let's find Alan Lazard.
Hey,
nice.
He did. Oh, well, he ran over the first dude.
Yeah, that's not Alan Lazard. That's Jack Conklin, Tyler Conklin. Looks like a Conklin, I think. It is Conklin. Zach Wilson scrambled out of the pocket, did all this shit, and then threw it to a guy like a foot and a half away from him. For him to then get okay, he did decimate the guy, but
yeah, the first dude he just ran right on through.
How mad is Garrett Wilson right now?
How mad is the receiving core?
How mad is Alan Lazard, who's like, I just left a pretty good gig to come
Dalvin
here.
Cook gets the first.
Dalvin Cook's like, I could be in Miami right now.
True.
But I came here.
True.
How shitty is that?
He would have had a lot better.
He could have.
Buffalo. I mean, Buffalo. I think a brother running back room would have been awesome, but.
Oh my God. Thoughts? Cleveland looks good. Cleveland just looks like a good football team. Their passing wasn't doing much, but
their defense has maintained. I mean, they are the definition of old school football. They have a great running back.
He's so good. I've never owned Nick Chubb. He's so good.
Yeah, I had him right. Oh,
that's Zach a pick. Get him down. Field goal range.
Oh, I think they just gave unnecessary or unsportsmanlike conduct to Steve Milano for dancing.
Matt Milano, throw some respect on.
Sorry, Matt. Oh, middle finger from the Jets fan on the camera crew.
Oof.
Love that.
Yeah, the Browns. They're old school football. You said it. You hit the nail on the head. Jacksonville. This game made me sweat
I
almost
like
threw it away.
Anthony Richardson's the guy.
He looks good. 24 for 37. Way more passing than I ever anticipated. We had a little bit of Gardner Minshew at the end for the win, which was hilarious. Gardner Minshew looks real short.
Read that stat, please.
Gardner Minshew, 0 for 2, 0 yards. Is that the one you were looking for?
Yes.
He looks really short in the Colts jersey. He's never looked so short. He looks tiny in the Colts colors.
I did think in the draft that maybe Texans were kind of bullshitting everybody. I thought maybe they were going to go AR-15 on the second overall pick, but I'm happy the Colts got him. He looks good in that Colts blue.
He looks so good in the Colts blue.
And also, I was trying to get Michael Pittman in every league. I never got him, but I had him a lot higher than I think people put him.
Yeah.
And he looks strong. 6'4".
Really, really good. 8 for 97 and a touchdown. He
looks great.
Well, I wasn't drafting a lot of Michael Pittman at all because I wasn't expecting them to pass.
I figured
he's got to throw to someone.
With no Jonathan Taylor, I was like, surely they're going to have to pass this ball.
Deion Jackson, terrible. He had three fumbles. He was really bad.
Yeah, his average was 1 yard a carry.
He had 13 for 14 with a lot of fumbles.
Long of 7.
With
so Jimmy G math, he was not doing well.
Yeah.
-7.
You want to play a fun game? Don't look at the screen. Name a Colts receiver who got a catch.
I'm blocking. Name a Colts receiver.
Not even receiver. Name a Colts player to get a catch or a target. There are 9 of them.
Well, Michael Pittman, obviously. Yep. Is Deion Jackson still on there?
Jackson got 5 for 14.
Who's that big old tight end they got?
Are you talking Mo Alley Cox?
Yeah.
Yeah, Mo Alley Cox, no catch, but he did get 2 targets.
God. Okay. Probably who's even their running back?
Yep.
Whoever the running back was.
No, listen, you got to be more. You're gonna lose your mind when I tell you the other 6. You give up.
Let me get one more here.
There's one obvious one left. Maybe not obvious. White Scrappy. He would be great on the Patriots.
Oh no, Braxton Berrios is on the Dolphins.
He sure is. Rookie last year.
I can see his face.
Yep.
I don't know.
It's Alec Pierce.
Who's the other big guy? Ogletree, maybe?
Okay, see, I don't know who this guy is. All right, let's go. We got Drew Ogletree.
He's huge, I think.
Yep. We have Kylan Granson, Josh Downs, Jake Funk, and Evan Hull.
Yeah, I would not have got that.
Yeah.
Drew Ogletree is 6'5", so big dude. Andrew Ogletree. They had that tight end.
Jack Doyle.
Cox. Okay, this is a tough one, but I think
let's
I do
talk.
feel encouraged.
Let's talk some Vikings. Kirk did have 344 yards.
So, and everyone's burying Kirk today on Twitter, but I think he looked really good. The offensive line, the interior offensive line, also Dalvin Cook.
James Cook.
Shit. Oh, another flag on his run every time.
Dude, they're going to get out of field goal range. This is unbelievable. They started at the 30. They're like at midfield now.
I think the interior offensive line, so Garrett Bradbury went down this week.
We are obviously talking Bucks 20, Jacks Vikings 17.
Yeah, for all you big Vikings fans who know the offensive line.
Baker Mayfield's Bucks. My Bucks, still a season ticket holder technically, defeated Jacks Vikings.
Yeah, which it is kind of karma because last year they went 11-0 in those close games. And so this is
update: they are picking up the flag. We're heading into halftime of Monday Night Football. 2 minutes left.
This feels like a good time to kick that field goal, though. Kind of run it out.
Yeah,
get that field goal.
Strong agree. Give me a nice 42-yarder. Give me some 4.2.
Yeah, so there were 2 fumbles from Kirk in the first half. The first one, Ed Ingram, the right guard, literally punched it out of his hand on the handoff.
A little bit of a butt fumble.
Not quite that bad, but pretty bad. So Kirk took the handoff under the center and was going to Alexander Madison. And Ed Ingram comes over the top like hammer fist, bangs it right out of his hand. Like an actual punch.
That's tough.
As Kirk was turned around, so he couldn't even see it to like pull it back. The second one, there was a blitz from Antoine Winfield Jr., which we knew going in Todd Bowles was going to blitz. Antoine Winfield Jr. playing, his dad was there, so big game because his dad was a big-time Viking, Antoine Winfield. So we knew he was going to have at least one pick or one something. So the fullback, C.J. Ham, has to pick up Ed Ingram's missed block. They both shoot inside. Antoine Winfield has complete wide-open lane. Boom! Strip sack, Kirk. So I
listen. It's not Kirk. It's not Kirk O'Chain's fault.
Not Kirk Chain's fault. And then the interception that everyone's talking about on the goal line going into halftime, or maybe it was third quarter. I can't really remember. But KJ Osborne had it in his chest, in his hands, and the Bucs defender ripped it right out of his hands. So there's not much I can really say about that.
The positives. I don't even know why I highlighted TJ Hawkinson. He's going to get 8 for 35 every week. He's going to have 145 receptions and 590 yards.
8 for 9. Feeling good about it, though.
Yeah, I mean, that's because all of his catches are for like 6 yards.
Hey, good security blanket.
He's a great – I didn't expect TJ Hawkinson to be the reincarnation of Jarvis Landry, but here we are. Justin Jefferson.
He's more of a Kyle Rudolph, but –
Justin Jefferson – still a stud. Will continue to be a stud. Not worried there.
Worthy of that number 1 overall.
Jordan
pick.
Addison looked awesome. I think that's going to continue. Good. I like Jordan Addison a lot. He did exactly what he did in college. He's gonna bust one free. He's gonna run past your defenders when they're sleeping once a game.
Yeah,
and Kirk is the perfect type of quarterback to drop one in the basket for him.
And he takes some pressure off of JJ, which is great. And he's set up perfectly to have JJ as his opposite so that, anyone that's opposite of JJ with that kind of speed is in a great position to succeed. So I feel pretty good about him. Feel good about the rookie. Really, really upset with the offensive line interior. Ed Ingram. The center was Josh Stinkelheimer. Stockelheim. I can't remember his name.
Cannot be Jeff Stinkelheimer.
It's something like
that. You want to play another fun game? Close your eyes again. Name a Tampa Bay Buccaneers person to get a catch. Not named Mike Evans or Chris Godwin.
Oh, boy. Is Rachaad White, is he on that team?
He is. He did catch 2 balls.
I remember seeing Tompkins a lot, 43, I think.
Yeah, Devin Tompkins. Never have heard his name before.
They have a tight end named
that would be
big white guy.
Cade Otton. Yep.
Yep. And I think that's all I can do.
Then we got Sean Tucker, Trey Palmer, and Co Kieft.
Yeah, I wouldn't have got those.
Yeah. Let's go to a fun game. We had the San Francisco 49ers just mollywopping the poor Pittsburgh Steelers.
The Niners defense is that good, but my God, I would honestly, even week 1 woes, I would feel. Oh, they got the first. So,
they got the first, but they're gonna take a shot. They're gonna take a few shots.
I think I'm feeling pretty good about a field goal here.
They picked up a timeout.
Yeah, Brock Purdy should have won a Super Bowl had his arm not been broken.
Yeah, I think so. Christian McCaffrey,
dude,
really good. That spin move and then just burst to the outside for like 80 yards.
The Panthers are so dumb. The Panthers are just dumb.
You gotta get
what they gave up for him.
Yeah,
but also he works better in a Kyle Shanahan offense anyway. Like he is the perfect, jackknife for Kyle Shanahan's offense.
Yeah, and honestly, like he only had 3 for 17 receiving. It's like, okay, he'll get 152 and a touchdown on the ground.
22 carries, broke for 65.
Brandon Ayuk, solid. Dog.
Yeah, I have Deebo Samuel, so I'm kind of pissed about the whole thing. But,
Allen Robinson, Dog, is he back?
Yeah, I don't know about all that, but I don't know about Allen Robinson being back, but the fact that George Pickens did not get a lot of love does upset me. So
Yeah, he had 7
because
targets.
Deontay Johnson's going, I think he's out for a few weeks. So.
At least did not seem good.
Yep.
Najee
Freiermuth
Harris
got no love.
Najee Harris not good. Yeah, Freiermuth 1 catch, 1 touchdown. I think.
Yeah,
got 1 for 3 and a touchdown.
Like even if the Steelers would have won that game and Najee Harris would have performed normally, he would have had 11 carries for 35 yards.
Correct.
Like they weren't going to move the ball running against that Niners defense. That's a buzzsaw in San Fran.
Yeah, and it's not that the Steelers are bad. It's San Fran's just gonna mop a lot of people. Hey, that's my division winner right there. You put some spec.
You have the Steelers winning the division?
I do.
That's
I
bad.
do. Let's talk some Titans.
Justin Fields MVP, Steelers division winner. Yikes. Okay.
Let's talk some Saints defeating the Titans 16-15.
I watched this entire game, which was
that is so unfortunate. I watched more than this game than I would like.
Okay.
If I have one takeaway from this game, it's that I told everybody to draft Rashid Shaheed in the preseason, and my buddy, because I couldn't take him in my league because he was going to be my last round pick and I didn't have a defense yet. So I said, hey, man, you lost our league. There's this guy, Rashid Shaheed, you should take. And he went, word, thank you. And then he texted me this morning. He goes, hey, thanks for that tip. And I went, you got it, dude. You got it. Rashid Shaheed balled out. I don't know if he actually balled out. Yeah, 5 for 89 and a touchdown. He's good.
Yeah.
Rashid Shaheed's good.
Chris Olave looks great.
I'm nervous. Get him. Yeah. Good sack. Let's no, don't call timeout. Do not call timeout.
Chris Olave looks great. He looks way better than fucking Drake London. That's for goddamn sure.
Michael Thomas looks surprisingly good, which will last for exactly 1 more week.
I didn't even know Michael Thomas or Alvin Kamara were gonna play. So
Alvin Kamara didn't play.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
I had do not draft Alvin Kamara or Michael Thomas on my draft sheet.
That's a good draft sheet. Treylon Burks just not utilized at all.
Jamal Williams looked good. Titans defense has a pretty solid front, so I thought he looked pretty good.
Yeah. This game was boring.
Yeah, it was.
Ryan Tannehill's really bad. Derek Carr, I think, is probably perfect for the Saints.
I'm gonna say it.
Ryan Tannehill's really bad.
I haven't been high on him since he was with the Dolphins, and they gave up a quarter of their cap space to keep him with. Remember when they had half their cap space on?
Oh, good D. Do not call a flag.
On it was Sue and Ryan Tannehill took up half of their cap space at $104 million altogether.
Yep.
Ryan Tannehill should not be a starter or maybe a backup in this league.
I think he might be a perfect
so
backup.
bad.
I think he might be a perfect backup. What is he yelling for a flag about? It hit the dude in the face. He was so bad at playing defense. Hit the dude in the helmet.
That was so clean.
It was so clean.
He did not.
He just ran. All right, let's see.
Ryan Tannehill. I said this, I think, in the first quarter. I texted the group, my friend group, and I was like, "Please take."
What is Josh Allen doing? Why did he? He did not need to do that. Have you seen what Josh Allen just did? Why? He just did a Superman leap into fourth down. Was nowhere near a first down. Also, it's the end of the quarter. You're kicking a field goal anyway. I hope. I pray.
Fourth and 6, you would think, right?
You would think. Maybe they're like, okay, he's coming out. Don't smile. You're an idiot. That was dumb. That was a stupid decision. So we got like a 35-yarder, 37.
Yep.
I'm nervous. I need these points. These are vital points.
Yeah, I think the Saints. I'm pretty high on Derek Carr.
I think Derek Carr is the perfect Saints quarterback.
I think he's going to be really good for them. I think he fits in Dennis Allen's offense. I think he's got a pretty solid offensive line, despite them not playing very well yesterday. I think Ramczyk and Ruiz. I think that he has a pretty good line there.
What was that? What was that? How many yards? My closed caption blocked the yardage thing.
30.
So 37?
30.
34. 34. All right, live update. What do we think the thing's up to? I should have around 8 points.
I'm going to say 4%.
I think it should be up to like 40.
No.
Dude, I'm only down. I think I'm only down like 4 points now.
ESPN's done with that stuff.
That's
it
true.
always does like 99-1 forever.
All right. Tyler Bass currently has 8.4 heading into the half. Also, for a team that has no urgency, will have zero urgency to score touchdowns for the rest of the game. What if they fucking clocked the guy on the kickoff and then got another field goal? Jack, it has made a 35% chance to win. The projected final score right now is 107.6 to 107.7. I'm down.
That's awesome.
I'm down 4.5. 4.4. So I need a 44-yarder to win.
Dang. I think the Saints need a speedy back, like that Alvin Kamara, or like a Terry Cohen to coincide with
a nice Tariq Cohen. Maybe a Donta Foreman.
Yeah, they need someone to go along with Cadillac Williams, but I think their offense, I think it could be pretty good. Chris Olave looks awesome.
Olave is awesome. He doesn't look awesome. He is awesome. I like the Saints. I picked the Saints as my division winner as well. So
same. I have them winning the division, mainly because the NFC South is so bad.
No, don't take a knee. Throw a pick, dude. Throw a nice, juicy pick, Zach Wilson.
Or just run it with Breece Hall. That might give you a chance.
And to wrap up our episode, the Patriots on Tom Brady's homecoming Hall of Fame announcement ceremony, rekindling of love with Tom Brady. Was ruined by the Eagles. I mean, this was the easiest bet of all time. The Eagles were only 4-point favorites. Are you kidding me? The Pats suck, and the Eagles are good. Why is this a 4-point spread? It never should have been a 4-point spread. It also shouldn't have been a 5-point win. Should have been much more than a 5-point win. I thought we were on our way to a Cowboy mollywhopping. It was 16-0. It was 16-0 in like, I don't know, 7 minutes. And I was like, yeah, I'm going to take the live line for like 40 under.
Yeah.
Zeke looks really good in a Patriots uniform. Didn't think I'd be able to unsee him as a Cowboy. He looks awesome with the 15 and the blue.
Being the leading rusher is kind of hilarious in his first game.
Yeah, Ramondre, 12 for 25.
Brutal.
Mac did look good in the second half. I'd say
first half was rough.
Yeah, he looked really good at the end. Jalen Hurts didn't really look that great. He didn't use many of his receivers at all. The biggest takeaway is Kenny Gainwell is the bell cow, the RB1 in this backfield. Yes, Rashad Penny, healthy scratch. Healthy scratch, Rashad Penny. DeAndre Swift had 1 carry.
Yeah, it's kind of unfortunate DeAndre Swift went to the Eagles because he's pretty talented, and he's probably going to become just a backup running back in the league, and his career is kind of over, I think, at this point. So, kind of sad.
Pop Douglas had 4 for 40. Love to see it.
Pop Douglas.
Dude, Pop Douglas is a nice name. Keyshawn Boutte, also an incredible name. 4 targets, 0 catches.
Kind of the who's of 2016, 2017.
One notable non-catch, the one where he couldn't get his feet in because he's been playing college too long. Hunter Henry actually looked really good.
Hey, 2017, this Pats offense would have been electric.
Yeah, it would have. Yeah, Juju, dude. Mike Gesicki.
Juju, Hunter Henry, Gesicki.
Ty Montgomery, number 88, out of the backfield. Yeah, I don't know. This game never should have been as close as it was. It came down to a final throw as time expired pretty much. Didn't love that as someone who... And then I have to act at work like I didn't bet on the Eagles as all the Pat Tardos around me are like, can you believe he didn't get his toes in? And I was like, I was fucking celebrating. Yeah, I can believe it.
Yeah.
But yeah. So we'll be back Thursday with our picks for the upcoming week. Week 2's picks. Hopefully we continue the little hot streak. I have enough money to bet more. So
Nice.
yeah.
Well, that was a terrible season for the Jets. But
Do
you
the
know what
Jets-
I am excited for next year?
When Aaron Rodgers comes
Aaron
back,
Rodgers becomes a Viking. Yeah, and then Jordan Love maybe in like 15
does
years.
Phillip Rivers come to save the day in New York?
Does Matt Ryan come out of retirement from the booth?
He should.
I
Tom
thought he
Brady
was
to the
handsome.
Jets.
He looked good. I thought he looked good with a suit on in the booth. He sounds good. I like him as an announcer.
I didn't hear him at all because I was on. We had our
He's very handsome.
we had our
Handsome
volume on
man.
Red Zone, so I don't know his voice enough to be like, oh, this is a Matt Ryan game.
As someone who's been forced to watch the Falcons because of regional coverage forever.
Oh, big news! Adam Simmons has updated his team name in the Dynasty League.
Ooh, let's see. Hold on, wait. Don't tell me.
His yeah, break the news.
Yeah, let me break the news.
Yeah.
Okay, everybody. His team name officially, if Sleeper will load, is also. By the way, Taylor is going to beat me tonight with Josh Allen, Stephon Diggs, and Dalton Kincaid.
Who am I going against? I think Colford just has a kicker. Oh, he has Bills defense.
That's not good for you.
He needs 9 more points.
Oh, well.
He could get Zach Wilson pick 6 is definitely
Zach
not
Wilson.
out of the.
Yeah, I don't know. Okay, so his name officially has changed to Why God Why. Not only did the Jets lose their season, he traded away Najee Harris for Dalvin Cook, which is useless.
Corey texted me. He goes, "Would you take Najee for Dalvin Cook?" I was like, "Are you getting Najee?" He's like, "Yes." And I was like, "In Dynasty?" He went, "Yes." And I went, "Yes." Is that an offer? He go, and then I just see the notification pop up.
I submitted a second-round pick and 15 for FA.
Yeah.
Did. And I was like, all right, let's get this negotiation started. Lo and behold, Corey Slimeball Trudell.
No, Corey didn't even make the offer.
That was
Adam made him the offer. Corey texted me. He was like, "Am I getting duped here or something? Like, did I miss something?" I was like, "Nope, take that. You should take that."
You know what, Adam? You know what? You fucking deserve Aaron Rodgers' knees blowing up on Monday night. You deserve this. I'm glad.
Dude, welcome to the Thunderdome. He's joining us in our fucking our unhappiness from hell. The X-ray came back. The X-ray came back negative, so maybe it's not too bad.
Aaron Rodgers Tuesday on the Pat McAfee show tomorrow is going to be electric.
I watched a little bit of the Pat McAfee show on Saturday morning while I was getting ready for something, and I just kept watching him miss basketball shots. Don't know what was happening there, but AJ Hawk made one.
He's a white dude.
Yeah,
so.
AJ Hawk made one though. Paid for some kid's college tuition.
You're talking about when they were in Tuscaloosa.
Yes.
Oh yeah. That's more like game day kind of thing. But
yeah, that one was on ESPN.
Also, Adam Simmons lost his fantasy matchup today, 115-50.
Before we go, I got tatted up for the first time. We'll cover this more on Thursday, but
sick. That looks so good. Clean.
Me and Hunter got matching tats, dude.
Yeah. Also, Adam Simmons has James Cook and Garrett Wilson. They have a combined 6.8 points.
That one's not his fault. Those are two good players.
But just to keep rubbing it in because he's a little bitch. So
I have Justin Jefferson in that league, so I'm chilling. Guys,
Noah Fant.
Guys, we'll see you next week. We'll see you on Thursday. See you for Thursday night football. And
Thursday,
some Plunge.
Vikings play the Eagles. Should be 0-2 Vikes going into Game 3.
We'll see you Thursday. I have to go watch a bunch of Lord of the Rings before
then.
Skol! All right, and we'll see you then. Goodbye, friends. Goodbye, family. Goodbye, football watchers. We are back. It's time.
One.